Hey everybody, welcome back to episode Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2, The Wrath of Cortex. Let's say Crash of Cortex again, like I did in the last episode at the ending of it. But anyways, my name is EXCEEDINGSHADOW, but you already knew that already, so yeah. I wanted to show this off, because I totally forgot I could do this. So yeah. It looks like a predator when he does it like this. Anyways, now I want to show this. You only could do it maybe like twice if you're good, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, last time I did the first two levels and introduced the game. Today we're gonna hang on to Hangout 8. So here we go. I probably never cared about the levels as names as a kid, but you know, no, whatever. But whatever. I never cared about the levels names as a kid, but I played them all. Oh my God, it's this one. The one I did to time these jumps and you go away, right. I don't want to stay there forever or just once they jump, and that guy automatically kills you. God, it's this game, man. This game. Alright. Oh, does it stay there the whole time? Yes, okay, it does go away. Okay. If you stay on this guy and it goes down with you, I guess you flood. How do you take this guy down again? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, do that. You can't actually do this. You can't twirl or spin or whatever this is. Anyways. For some reason, I just want to point out, you know, that's a, you know, I don't know what surfboard. Good, it's Hang 8, you know, Hang 10. That's what it is, Hang 10. I always thought the motor is a motor. Yeah, I knew that, but I always thought the main thing that you know is on the thing, the main board, was like a face, and then the two pedals on the left and right, or whatever the hell that is. I always thought it was like arms. I don't know why. I just did. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know? I don't know. I'm weird. But it's one of the things you just kind of think of it as a kid, but whatever. Also, don't hit those bombs in case if you didn't notice. They'll kill you. And also, don't go into the... Oh, God. Don't go into the whirlpools in case you don't have a HM8 world. Oh my God, Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. And at this time, I probably was catching them all. I was probably playing Pokemon Red at this time. Good times, good times. Good times, Shadow, good times. Probably playing Pokemon Red. Watch the anime, getting all the Pokemon cards. The original 151. Not 200 plus, even though I think I probably did collect some of those, but I just collected the, you know, the main ones. That ones that probably everyone collected, which that's, you know, the Pokemon hype. Oh my God, Pokemon. You know what better yet? Oh my God, 90s. Just so great. Yeah, a lot of things were probably bad, which nobody's really knew. And nobody really cared. It was the best time, you know. 80s. It was great too. Probably not as good as the 90s, but 80s wise, music is the best. 90s wise, everything. I can't think of really any bad things. Like there is, well, yeah, there is music that's great, but there's also, you know, there's also some bad games, some bad music, some bad everything. But mostly it was all good. So I really, like I said again, I just can't think of a single thing that's really that bad. And a lot of you probably tell me in the comments, but Shadow, did you ever about, like, what's a bad thing? Like Ninja Turtles, the next mutation, that was terrible. Oh yeah, I understand and stuff. And like, oh, but Shadow, don't forget about what was terrible? The Batman and Robin movie or something. You know, I never thought it was terrible as a kid, and I have not rewatched it since now. I have not seen it. So I have no clue, and I have no opinions on it right now, other than that's my childhood self, other than knowing it was a good movie for me. So don't tell me it's a bad movie or anything, because people's already told me it's a bad movie. Just when I watched it as a kid, it was a great movie. Probably when I'm older, they probably going to suck now.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright then. Thanks, I guess, Cortex. The pits, alright. But yeah, I've been trying to watch some shows and movies that I've seen as a kid, and probably as now I'm older, I can probably, you know, get in my actual like ratings and stuff as I'm older. Digimon, it's still a great series. I mean, I probably didn't realize as much things as I did as a kid as of it, but from what I'm, you know, rewatched and knew about it, it's still great. The original Digimon is still better. Just, I don't know, just a lot of things. I've been just rewatching lots of things I watched as a kid, and some things I guess somewhat changed, but usually when everything I watched or played as a kid were most likely good games. Not saying, you know, games nowadays suck, but a lot of them, you know, do, but a lot of them are actually good. They improved on stuff. You know, now there's like new genres, like sandbox games. First-person shooter games are now bigger in this generation. A lot of platforming games aren't even around anymore, which really saddens me. But just, you know, indie games are bigger, you know. Indie games were really small back then. They barely even afford getting a game out. And if they could, it's so much like not even owning the game whatsoever. God. Okay. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a single one right now. But there were just so many indie games. I probably switched to like PlayStation because it was like the cheapest platform or something. And then Nintendo 64, maybe. And then nobody really had a Saturn. So, but a lot of people had a Dreamcast because it's revolutionizing next generation gaming already in it. But you know, there's a whole Dreamcast died because of PlayStation kind of thing, and then a couple other things here and there. But I really just enjoyed the 90s. That was probably the A game, man. That was literally the A game of almost everything. I can't say of like Star Wars, Star Trek. I can't say everything, but everything that mostly revolved around like spin-offs or things, it kind of did. But in a funny, good kind of way, but there's also bad ones, but everyone knows that. There's some, not too much, but you know. You know, a lot of franchises supposedly started out in the 80s and jumped off into the 90s for a lot of people. And then, you know, some shows that just started in the 80s and probably didn't even get recognized until the next years or something like the 90s. Like Silverhawks, I think, was one, but nobody still remembers that now. But it's a little dated. What was it? They just started so many good shows out there, like Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series. You know, Superman the Animated Series. There's so many good shows. Movies were great. Dude, I can't think of really a bad movie out there. Like at the time, I had no bad movies. I think I liked every movie I mostly watched. There were some movies I just, you know, I couldn't watch because I always myself was scared because as a kid, you know, like Freddy Krueger, like, you know, Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Street, that was called. You know, I never watched those kind of shows because I would just get scared. But seriously, I would get scared, and probably, as you know, some people wouldn't get scared, but I did. But you know, I'm saying this as a, you know, kid, but I did. So I don't know, just a lot of things were better. You know, Toonami was the best shit ever, with showing me so many animes and got me loved into animes. Especially with Dragon Ball Z. There was also Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh happening, but Yu-Gi-Oh came around at the late 90s. But still, a lot of things were just great. Crash Dash, all right. There's so many great things. I mean, I just love the 90s. I mean, yeah, I grew up in the 90s, but if you tell a person that grew up in the 70s or 80s, they'll most likely tell you everyone mostly remembers stuff about the 90s and 80s. Seriously. I remember seeing this, what was this, like this poll or something. If you would ever go back in time, which era would you go back into? People said the late 80s because to experience everything that's already in the 80s and then travel all the way through the like 90s. But if it was just playing the era from like the exactly, you know, 1990 or it would say 1980. Okay, I don't know why that effect's even happening. Okay, let's say this is how it is. Okay, let's say the era of the 80s starts from 1980 all the way to 1989 on December 31st. Every 10 years. That would be a whole entire era, I guess you could say. And then or century. I don't know, was it a century or a decade? I don't know. I think it was a decade. I don't remember. But it was like that the whole entire time, and people mostly said the 90s because of just so many great things, and just everything was better, I guess. But I don't want to say everything was, but there's probably some things here and there people just doesn't like, but whatever. And also, I'm sorry about not talking about this in general. There's will be levels like this in general that you're gonna be running away from. Yeah, get used to this because you're gonna see it also in the next video game. Yeah, and no spoilers whatsoever because that's actually how it is, and I'm gonna even lie to you because why would I? So I'm just saying, get ready to expect that, and I totally forget that can kill you. I'm going back in. I forgot I could do that. Okay. Why should I just jump over it? That's better. Alright. Oh, I'm not even gonna try it. Oh, I should have tried it when I think about it. Because I could have just jumped on the fucking red nitro and made the damn thing explode. God, I'm stupid. How many lives do I have? Oh yeah, here's something that's kind of interesting I forgot to point out. If you pause the game, this happens. It shows you like in a layout kind of way, which we see nowadays on YouTube, as in like mostly Let's Plays for like DS games with emulators and stuff, and also capture cards. But like layouts. That's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any games that did this before, but it was really cool, and I mean I'm very impressed. I mean I totally forgot about this, but it's really impressive. For its time, seriously. For its time, it's very impressive. Alright, back to more snowballing, Indiana Jones style, because I don't know why there's a snowball that's super big, even though it doesn't look like it's winter time. It would have been more sense in Snow Go, but whatever. Anyways. God. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. Oh yeah, sometimes those dashes won't help you. God. Also, those bombs that just basically hit me, for example, I don't think they kill you, but they can totally mess you. Oh, come on, it doesn't even kill. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. It doesn't kill you, but it can totally mess you up by hitting you into like a hole. No joke. Okay. See, they don't kill you. And I jumped into a hole. I got 17 lives, right? Okay, let's do this again. Whoa, okay, come on. Well, I don't think that first one really mattered. I just don't want to die. Whoa, oh my god. Okay, come on, we can do this. Come on, Shadow. Okay, just speed up a little faster. I wish we could spin dash, but I'm thinking Sonic here. And it's closed. If you try to go back out, you can't, even though I guess you sort of can if you try glitching it, but whatever. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if I could actually get out. Anyways, okay, I don't need it half, but whatever. Alright, very nice. So, Cortex, I got all 5 crystals. Time for you to show up again.
Listen up. We are not without enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next one. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
Alright, thanks, Cortex. Now, I just want to point out, this is going to be the very first time, and well, probably multiple times if you die, and also you can't fight this boss ever again after you beat him the first time. And also I want to point out that the levels actually have numbers, which I didn't really pay attention before. So like, there's a level 1 and stuff, 1 and then 2, then 3, 4, 5. It actually shows you in the corners, but it's just little obvious, but you know, right here it shows you level 5 and then 4. But anyways, here we go, first boss, and I want to talk about one last thing before the, well, after I guess we could talk during the boss. Anyways, boss time. After the white screen goes away. Okay. Yeah, so this guy, he can be kind of dickish, maybe, if you don't remember his threat, you know, his pattern. But if you just stay away from the bombs, you'll be fine. I don't remember if I have to hit him, but alright, but so this is how it is. So I want to talk about is that there's a specific song that it's not the best, I could say that, but it's a song that's sung by Ray William Johnson. Which, oh my God, everyone's gonna hate me now. No, Ray William Johnson and Daystorm or D-Storm, depending on how you want to say his name. Okay. Okay, so there was this song called 90s or Back to the 90s, and I don't know, I just really like the song they sung. I don't know. If you want to, you know, hear it, I just recommend looking up Back to the 90s or 90s D-Storm or 90s Ray William Johnson. But for what I remember of it, it was a really great song. I really liked it. Oh God, okay. But yeah, I just go check that gate. Just go check that song out. It mostly just reminds me everything of the 90s. That was great. Oh God. All right, and that's it. Yeah, that's seriously it. We beat. I'm just gonna say kangaroo because I see the word "roo," but whatever. Doggaroo? It looks like a dog on the picture too, but whatever. We beat the first boss in the game. Yeah. Not that hard. And this, everyone, is World or... Well, yeah, World. World 2! I don't know the name of the World 2, but it's World 2. In a way.
I see that Ribberoo failed to prove much.
Ribberoo, okay, that's his name.
Again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Oh.
Is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data path open this longer. Crash, you need to...
Well, she's basically warning us of something, and also that's Coco. I don't think I said her name in the last episode, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, this is Hub World number 2. Or World number 2, I guess you could say. But yes, also this is a teddy bear for some reason. I don't know why, but I think there's this thing that if you keep jumping on him, he's going to eventually... I don't remember. Yeah, give you 1-ups. I don't know why he does. I don't even know why he has 1-ups. I really don't. I guess the game developers think this game could have been hard, but it's really not. Can I do it again or no? Or is this just child abuse? Or not child. Why am I saying child abuse? Animal abuse. I guess not. Okay, so if you want to go back to World 1, you just stand on here, I believe. Come on. Alright. Don't even move. He's basically telling you, in later, when you get to the next worlds. If you want to go up, which will be like World 3 and 4 and what's nots, you point up. But if you point down, and the only way you can do this, which is right now, I'm not even moving anything yet, is you just push down. That's really it. You just push down on your D-pad, and that's it. And I did not mean to do that, but once you go back up, you can just, when you do the thingy, just you could do thingies. Okay. Come on, okay, I still need to get off here. Okay, so basically if you jump off that. Okay, if you just stand completely still in the middle. Alright, there you go. Now it tells you to go up when he does the little A kind of thing. Alright, jump off. Alright, so anyways, next time on Crash Bandicoot 2, the Crash... Did I really say Crash again? Next time on Crash Bandicoot 2, the Wrath of Cortex, we're gonna see if we could do Snowbiz, Air Crash, and possibly Barrett. Barrett. But yeah. Anyways, that's really it. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave comments below, and I'll see you guys all for the next one, alright? Deuces! Back to the 90s!